And at first, I told them that they had to walk to the park. It's down the road, like a little bit. But then he started whipping out dollar bills, like that was gonna excite Kim or something. And finally, she's just like, okay, get in the car. So 6 people in her car. Kim's driving. Tabs is in the front. And then, oh, of course, I had to sit on Tyler's lap. Yeah, that would happen to me.
You liked it.
I liked it, though, because I love him. Yeah, he told me I'm more comfy than his cat, Rupert. Anyways. Darren was in the middle at first, and they're like, this is what happens when you put fat blacks in the middle. And, like, Brandon opens the door and almost falls out and rolls in the parking lot. So they switched... they switch, parts. Places. They switch places. And, it's still me on Tyler's lap. And then Kim goes to, like, pull out. And then Tyler rolls down the window and is like, no, that's my nigga! Nigga, please! And he comes up to the car. It's 2 kids who are mad baked. Like, you know how baked they are? Baked. And one of them tries climbing on Kim's tire. Yeah, this happened. So then she goes, they're like, yo, park. So then Kim almost gets in an accident with this big Puerto Rican lady and her fat black boyfriend. They had tinted windows. They rolled down the windows and they were like, ah! Flipping us off and flipping out in general. They didn't get in an accident though, because otherwise we would all had to like cry and kill ourselves. Non-suicidal, of course. Okay. So then we pull out. We see the High kids running across the road. This packed road. Okay. They're running across the road. We're like, oh, this is not going to turn out good, is it? So we finally get to the park. I'm just like spit right now. Okay. So we get to the park, and all of a sudden we see all these gangsters with bandanas on their faces.
Yo.
Wearing the fur coats, the bandanas, and we're like, oh, this would happen right now. We're driving up the little hill, and Tyler rolls down the window again and is like, my nigga, what up? And I'm like, oh, why? So they want us to park in some little handicap spot, but of course Kim misses it. And they're like, what are you doing? What are you doing? So we turn around. They wanted us to also do e-brake donuts in the parking lot. We passed on that. But we went back to the little parking space. So then, like, all the ghetto kids were still in the middle of the road, and, like, we took out all the sleds, and me and Tyler went down. I owned him completely in a race. And I come back up, and I see Kim and Tabitha with, like, 10 dudes. And I'm like, what? What is going on right now? So then, I hear, damn. So then I hear, damn, that Michelle girl? With my last name, but of course, I'm not going to broadcast that one. And, I'm like, what? What sketchy-ass ghetto dude is calling my freaking name? And, of course...
Bandana sucker.
Of course, it's the baby daddy. It would be the baby daddy, the one who has the son. He's like, oh...
That would be a baby daddy.
So, he's like, oh, damn, girl, what up? And I'm like, what? Because I was never planning on meeting this kid. I figured that he would, like, you know... try making babies with me. And that's his eventual plan, to have mixed babies with me. But we're chilling.
Your mom
Can we just... No, my mother, no. She told me to keep driving if I ever brought one of them home. Okay. So, then,
My dad says that.
can we just give you some quotes of the night? On the way.
In the car.
Yeah, on the way.
Cam driving in the car.
Actually, I was driving.
Okay. Cam was driving in the car.
And you were holding on to the oh shit bar.
Yeah. And
Yeah, oh shit bar.
oh shit bar. So when you flip over, you go, oh shit, before you die. And then I was like, no smoke in the car. And the kid's like, oh well, we don't.
No, it's out here.
And, so I said no, and he's like, what? Weed isn't drugs. And I said, all these dudes offer that stuff to me for free, and I'm like, nah, pass on that one, broski. And he's like, no, that's not drugs, it's different then.
Then weed.
It's different. Needles and stuff are all different.
Oh, yeah.
Because
Mother Nature grew weed, and she told me, Brandon, light it up, or something.
Light it up, Brandon!
So
One
now
of the
he
funniest
smokes
things
weed.
ever in my life. For real.
So when we went up there, and you already told this part of the story.
With the ghetto.
So when we're up there,
Like, what is
Oh, and
this?
the black kid didn't think that we knew what anything was, and he's like, well, when you're older, I'll
I'll explain it.
to you."
Yeah,
and then
he's
he goes,
17.
This is a deal. And And we're like, really? Thanks.
And I was
We
like,
were
just because
unaware.
we're white doesn't mean we don't know what drugs are.
And he's like,
are
you
you
racist?
racist?
Could you give me this stupid sled?
Yeah, because we gave him a circular sled, like a small one that like someone skinny could fit on, not like fat black kids. And he's like, "Are you racist? You give me the shit sleds?" And we're like, "No, that wasn't it. No." But he wouldn't go down because he was being a little bitch ass. So then I asked him what he was, like ethnicity, and he's like half black, half white, and I was like, "Oh, like Barack?" And he got all pissed and was like, "Oh, I don't like Barack." He always makes fun of black people, but he's half black, half white. But he has 2 white parents.
So how do you get a black kid from 2 whites?
Beam me up, Scotty. I don't know.
I don't know.
No, his his stepfather, plays War of Warcraft. He's a computer nerd. This is a true story. Oh, and
What
his
else
key
happened?
phrase is "Get it in there." Yo, I just said hi to this girl. I'm gonna get it in. Get it in there. Get it in there. Yeah, he must have said that like 10 times.
And then the hill was very steep, so we had to figure out the velocity on our
well,
TI-80.
TI graphing
And then they
calculator.
said maybe we should use a TI-86.
That's
that
these
might
ghetto
not be-
kids that know how to use a calculator, even though they stayed back 2 years.
Yeah,
at
2
Bristol
years
Eastern.
and they're 19 years old.
So then the baby
Well,
daddy,
that's okay.
The baby daddy goes, "Yo, did you hear about Christy?" And we're like, "What? Who?" And he's like, "Yeah, dude, this girl, she shoved a beer bottle up her vag."
It was a beer can.
Originally it was a beer bottle, like, you know, where it would have went in smoothly, glass, and it was empty. And then the baby daddy decided that wasn't a good enough story for him, so he changed the beer bottle to be a beer can that was full.
A full beer can.
A full beer can up her vajayjay. Pass. Oh, that's sad. That's sad.
Then what else did they
They were talking about, because I asked if the baby daddy really had a son, and he was like saying how he's really poor and stuff, and then the fat black kid was like, "Yo, we're just gonna have to make one of those TV commercials, you know, like the kids from Africa, to support them. Child support."
Hey, support my baby.
No, we informed him that wasn't for just poor people in the United States, it was for people in frickin' Kenya
Yeah.
who eat grain, like 2 of them a day. Little granules of rice.
Granules.
Yeah, and they were talking about this kid who's so black that he blends in with, like, the road.